Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello all, welcome to PHN Technology Private Limited. In this series of sessions, we are going to learn more about loops. Now, let's say for example, I want to print all the numbers which are prime numbers between a range. Let's take for example from 2 to 50. I want to check from 2 to 50 how many numbers and which numbers are my prime numbers. Then how will I check? Let's see for here again. See, here I will take a J, okay. Then see, I have to give a range here, right? That means from 2 to 50, my lower limit is 2, my upper limit is 50, okay. I want that from 2 to 50, I want each and every number to get checked, okay, whether the number is prime or not. So for this, I have to use again a for loop, right? So we will check again for here. Let's undo this for, then j. Now here j is equal to 2, then j is less than or equal to num, and then j plus plus. Now here I won't be entering a number now, I will be entering a limit now, that will be my upper limit. Okay, remember, now what I have to do, I want to print all the prime numbers between certain range. So when I am taking the upper limit from the user, right? So therefore here for the first loop will check each and every number, will continue the cycle for each and every number, that is firstly for example 2 to 50. Then first j, what is j doing? J will give each and every number to the next for loop to check whether the number is prime or not. Firstly it will take 2 and it will pass 2 to the for loop, then it will take 3, it will pass it, 4, it will pass it, and so on till my upper limit, which I am going to specify till the num is less than or equal to that, right? If j becomes 50 and my upper limit also 50, then it will stop the loop over there, it will stop checking there, it will stop checking, giving the value to the next loop. Okay, so my first for loop will do this work. Now then the next for loop, what will it do? It will then check whether the number which is the main parent for loop is giving is prime or not. Then here I have to write j, right? Why j? Because j is giving me, j is first reading the number, j is starting the cycle, and every each and number is stored in j only, and it is passing the value to for loop, to the nested for loop, right? So here I don't have to write num because num is my only upper limit, but the loop, the range which is going on, it is done by the j for loop, right? So here I will take j divided by 2. Okay, now so here in place of num, every time I have to write j here. And now here let's comment this because I don't want the number which are not prime, I just want the number which are prime. Okay, now here what will I do? I have to give a value over here, okay, because I want to print the value also which are prime or not. Okay, so here j, right, because j is storing the numbers. Now this is completed. Now here see, initially the flag I have used because to bifurcate the numbers which are prime or not, right? But here once it is initialized in the above globally, right, you are seeing there. But after that, when I'm using here double loops, there I haven't used any flag over there, that is 0. Then in this condition, like if is flag is equal to 0, there I'm not getting any numbers, because now again a for loop is added, that is the main parent for loop. Okay, now this main parent for loop, what is it doing? It is reading each and every number which is between the limits, lower and the upper limit. So there I have to again initialize the flag is equal to 0, right? Here what will it do? Each and every number will have, initially it will have value as flag is equal to 0. And the moment if, let's say 5, let's say 6 is not my prime number, so it will go inside the if loop, right? That is if j mod I is equal to 0, there it will go, and there it will change its value to flag is equal to 1. Then here what will happen again? Now it is bifurcating. The flag is now bifurcating with the numbers between the prime numbers and numbers which are not prime numbers. Right? So here again I have to initialize flag is equal to 0. Let's save this and let's run this code. Okay. Wait for it. Enter the limit, let's say 30. See, from 2 to 30, whichever number are my prime numbers, I am getting the list of that, right? So this was the example of your nested for loop. Okay, so I will stop here for today. This was your today's session. Let's meet for the next session. Okay, thank you and goodbye.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.